What's going on, guys? Mcskillet here with another CSGO video, and today I'm going to be doing the top 5 cases on CSGO. I'm going to be ranking these cases by 3 different categories, the first being price, so whatever cases have lower prices will receive a better score, and then the next category is going to be items in the case, so the different gun skins you can get, whatever cases have better items will receive a higher score, and the third category being knives, so whichever cases have the better knives will receive a better score. And these scores are going to be out of 10, and then I will add the total together, and that's how I determine the top 5 for this. So yeah, let's get right into number 5. So starting off at number 5, we have the Falchion case. Now this case actually has the highest rating for items on my list, which is a 10, but it received a pretty low score by me for the knives, mainly because if you get a Falchion knife, there's a really low chance of it actually being worth over 150 bucks. Pretty much all the Falchion knives are hardly worth anything, because it seems like nobody really likes them, so not too many people are willing to buy them. I personally kind of like the Falchion knives a little bit, but a lot of people disagree with that. For price, it also received kind of a bad score, because it actually is the most expensive case out of the ones in this video. It's like 30 cents compared to like 3-cent cases, so it got kind of a low score on that. But this is definitely the best case to open if you're going for just items and you're not going for the knife dream or anything. But this is a little bit more expensive case. You might have to add a little bit extra money to your Steam account or however you're getting your cases and skins if you're buying these. But that is number 5, the Falchion case with a total score of 19. Now next up we have the Huntsman case, which for price I give it an 8, because right now it is 20 cents, which is a little bit high, but I see this go down to like 15 and 14 cents a lot. I don't think it hardly ever goes up to 20 cents, or it's very common to get these for a lot cheaper than 20 cents, so I'm not gonna, I give it a pretty good score for the price. For items, the items are alright in this case. The stat track Vulcans are still worth a lot, and you cannot actually get some of the items in here, like the USPS Orion anymore. Well, of course you can't get that on the case. I don't believe it's displayed on there anymore. You can get the M41S Atomic Alloy, which is worth a good amount if it's stat track and stuff. Not the best items, but the items are better than a lot of other cases. The knives, now the thing about the knives in the Huntsman case is you have low risk, low reward pretty much when you get your knife. You have a low chance of getting a really terrible knife. I mean, you can't really get a really terrible knife because you can't get a gut knife or a flip knife. You at least get a guaranteed Huntsman knife, but you can't really get a karambit or any of the really expensive knives. So it's kind of a less risky knife if you get it, I guess. You don't have to worry about getting a gut knife, but unfortunately you can't get a karambit. So that is why the knife score is at a 6. Next up we have the Chroma 1 case. This case received a 10 for both price and knives, mainly because the price is only 3 cents, which is the minimum that a case can be sold for on the market. And the knives, for knives it received a 10 because of course you get the Chroma knife finishes, which are the best finishes available pretty much. Just like the Chroma 2 case, it has the exact same knives. But for items, I only gave this a 2 because all the items in the Chroma 1 case are pretty trash. Everything that's non-stat track is worth nothing. I mean, even the off mana war is only like $15 or less now. So yeah, this is probably one of the worst cases out there if you're trying to go for good skins, because they're all pretty much trash in here. But that's the Chroma 1 case at rank 3. Next up we have the Operation Breakout case. This case I gave it a 10 for price, of course, because it's only like a 3-cent minimum market price case. And then for items I gave it a 5. The items aren't too great in here, but they aren't as bad as like the Chroma 1 case. You can still get the M4A1S Cyrex and the P90 Asimov, which still sell for a decent amount, and the stat track ones actually go for over $100. But for the knives, I gave this a 8 because if you get a knife, it's guaranteed to be a butterfly knife, and all the butterfly knives are pretty much, well actually I'll say most of the butterfly knives are worth over $100. And so basically you can't get screwed at all. You'll be guaranteed to get a somewhat solid knife, even if it's like Boreal Forest. It's still a nice butterfly knife, which is worth like at least $70, I believe. I forget the exact prices on all the butterfly knives, but I know most of them are worth over $100. And that is the Operation Breakout case, and let's get right into the rank 1 pick. Now the number 1 case on my list was the Chroma 2 case. This case still has really good pinks and reds, so it received an 8 for items. StatTrak Emperor and Hyper Beast Factor New can't even be sold on the market, and the Stat Track Factory new pinks are also worth a lot. And even some of the normal non-stat track stuff in this case, like the M4S Hyper Beast, is still worth a decent amount. The Mac 10 Neon Rider is worth hardly anything though, so it does suck that there's only one good red, so that's why it only received an 8 on items. But for knives, it's also received a 10, of course, because it's got Chroma knife finishes, and Chroma knife finishes pretty much are the best. So the total score for the Chroma 2 case was a 25, which was the highest ranked case. Now, so I guess the Chroma 2 case, I do believe is probably the best case if you're going for a case unboxing. The Falchion case is actually a better case though if you're going to just trying to, if you're not dreaming of a knife, you're just trying to get good items, you might want to actually open the Falchion case. But Chroma 2 case is probably the best case overall when you put in knives, items, and the price. So that's just about it for the video, guys, and I'm Mcskillet, and I'm out.